Welcome everybody to the Hardy Geek stream tonight. Getting on a little bit earlier than I normally do. I wonder why that was recording. That doesn't make sense. But as you can, well, you guys can't really see, but tonight is Dynamic Diecaster night, so I'll be building another. Let me actually turn on my other stream too. I forgot to go live there. Oops. Again, let me welcome everybody again since I screwed that up. Welcome everybody to the Hardy Geek stream tonight. We'll be working on the Marvel Infinity Gauntlet from, let me fix that too. Jeez, I thought I adjusted that, but it's still showing the top of the camera. So let me, that's better. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Maybe go down slightly. Alright. Anyways. We'll be working on the Marvel Infinity Gauntlet from Fanhome. I've done one video on it on the YouTube channel at this point. And so it was stages 1 and 2. So we'll be starting at stage 3. So stages 1 and 2 were basically this. So if you guys know, this is just the front part of the hand. So there's no fingers on it yet. This is basically where his knuckles are at. So where the stones are at, we only did part of this stone and we did this stone. And it looks like in stage 3 we'll be working on the time stone, which is the green one, which I believe is on the thumb. So it's interesting because the thumb's not on this piece yet. So we obviously might be working just on that piece directly. So you guys can see I've got this piece in. It lights up when you push it, and when you push it again it turns off. This I've got the LED in, so the mechanism works. We aren't set to install that yet, but it's right here. Excuse me. And obviously that's plastic, but this is the stone that goes in that portion there. But with that, and then the first one, and I'll go over, but before the end of the night, all the gifts that I've gotten so far. But we're gonna keep going. I've started with 5 issues, but I've got about 50, almost 60 issues so far. So we'll be able to continue completing a lot of them as we go through. But with that, we'll go ahead and get started with issue number 3. Like I said, it's the Time Stone. And if you guys watched my Titanic video Saturday, the magazines come, they have various things. Like this one's talking about Adam Warlock and Man Beast and stuff like that. So various Marvel characters. But in this, and then they started off when they were packaging them, they came in little boxes. Then they went to the bags. So if you heard me last week complaining about the way the packaging is for Fanhome or Eagle Moss prior to that, I liked these boxes better. They went to bags, which were a little bit more difficult to deal with. So with that, I'll open this one up and we'll go ahead and get started on the build. And like I said, see how far we get with it. So the first piece, they really don't detail them in this, but this is what they call A10 in the box. And then this is A11. And this build is going to be massively heavy because the vast majority of this so far has been metal. I mean, so this entire piece right here, besides the plastic stone and the stone I showed you earlier, everything else is metal so far. So this piece is metal, this piece is metal, and the internals are somewhat plastic. But then you got A12 right here, another metal piece. C03 is the plastic piece, which this is where the battery housing is, basically. You can see the contacts here. We worked on that with this one. You basically attach a metal piece on top of this. But that's C03, and then B03 is the time stone itself. Again, these pieces are plastic. That's so far it's the only plastic piece, but this is the Mind Stone itself. And then we've got the LED right here. It's called Elect 03, and then I'm trying to figure out where it says D03 is in here. It's the cover to this. It's this piece right here. It might be in this bag right here. Yeah, it looks like it's in here. And then there's 2 springs and then 17 screws. So there's quite a bit of screws so far I've noticed on this build, but it's been a lot. I remember the first 2 stages were fairly easy to deal with. So it was, and don't mind my kid if you hear him. I told him not to be loud, but I can already hear him out there, so you probably might pick it up on stream. He's playing video games again, and he has headphones on, and I don't think he realizes that he's making a lot of noise. So, but yeah, the hardest part that I found, and you'll see it in this one, is putting the batteries in and making sure you don't lose the springs because they're tiny. But these are D03, the 2 pieces I was talking about, and then this is D01, the battery cover. And then we've got 17 screws in this little baggie right here. Alright, so first step, like was before, we take C03 with the hole downwards right here, and we take the LED and we put it right in here. There's holes in this that basically fit. There's guides on here, and you only screw it in 2 spots. So there's a hole right here on top and then a hole on the bottom that these go into, and then it basically allows the screw holes to be set right there. Two screws. Depending upon, I might pick up my other screwdriver for the magnetic part. That way I can guide these in. It's just because this isn't a magnetic screwdriver. It doesn't have a magnetic tip, so it's harder to guide these little screws into the tiny holes. But I didn't find this to be that hard. Unlike the other builds, I remember, because I filmed this a long time ago, I remember the build being easier to start. Whoop, jeez, where did that, dang, it flew all the way across. Dang, I don't know why that happened, but I guess I need to hold on to it. I need to grab my mat. Now that I think about it, I need to figure out where I put it, because I don't use it for the Lego builds, but I use it for this one. So that was the first step. We literally just have the LED put in this plastic case. And then the second step is we fix the 2 springs in position, which they go into these bigger holes right here. They just sit in place. This allows, when you get there, they go on these little holes right here. It allows the Mind Stone to be pushed. You'll see when I actually put the piece in. But so the Mind Stone, let's see which way it needs to go in. Looks like, obviously the 2 screws go up like this, and it looks like the wavy piece goes up top. Maybe not, because it, there we go. Nope, it must not go that way, because it's not going in that way, so it's got to be this way. And then this goes in. Oh, I had it backwards, that's why. I had it upside down. It faces this direction. So yeah, so that little guide goes right here. That's why it wasn't fitting. And then this still stays down. And these screws, these screw holes align with the screws on this. And then there'll be 3 of the screws. Okay, give me a second, guys. My son is literally being way too loud out there. Alright, sorry about that, guys. He's being way too loud. I told him before the stream to not make any noise because it picked up on the last one. I could literally hear it in the background, and so could my wife when I re-watched it. And it's just, yeah, it's just too loud. The fun part with this is these are magnets too on the back end of this assembly. So putting these screws in are always fun because the magnet wants to pull them, and it's already doing that. So this was the fun part about assembling this the last time. So I basically have to almost hold it down and then guide it. This is where I'm gonna grab my other screwdriver, because at least this one's magnetic, and I won't lose the screw that way, or it'll still get picked up by the magnet, but not as bad. Still got picked up. Yeah, these are very strong magnets. They basically latch in place so you can take them out, because there's batteries in each one of these stones. That's the weird part about this, but I guess it's battery operated versus, you know, most of these builds that I'm doing. Fucking, this isn't helping. I gotta basically be perfect with this. It's still picking it up. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a strong magnet. I mean, they are small screws at the same time, but fucking hell. See if I can cover this up, and at least, damn, it's still picking it up. It's funny, I said it wasn't that difficult, and I can't even get a screw in a hole because of the magnet. Okay, come on, dude. See, that one I think I got in there, and then I can tighten it at least. See, and sometimes I like the leverage I get with my regular screwdriver, and I don't even know what I did with it last time. Oh, it's right here. I have a Fantic screwdriver, but I don't necessarily want to use that on here yet. Yeah, that one's too big. Dang it. I'm getting better. I'm not getting very good leverage tonight with this one for some reason. Can't tighten it too tight though, because there we go. That's tight enough. Is it 4 screws? Oh, I put that in the wrong. Damn it. I looked at that wrong. No wonder it was being weird. It's the top one. I looked at it backwards. Already fun. I'm already having fun, guys. Fuck. Man, this is... Pretty sure I gotta... Yeah, that's right. I do have to do that, but it's after. There are 4 more that go in here. Jesus, I am just having luck tonight. Can't hold on to screwdrivers. I can't. I forgot. That's what it goes in the top one. I probably won't even mess with the screwdriver this time. Yeah, the hardest part about this, honestly, this part is the batteries, because you have to put 3. You'll see them. It's these 3 little batteries right here. I got to get 3 in there in this little slot, and they stack. But yeah, I mean, as far as the build goes, once I do this and I attach all these, they literally just fit. Like this one won't because it's on the thumb, but it just tells you how big this thing is, because this is like where the stone, what the stone sits in. And I was looking, once I started going through all the boxes I had, I'm like, oh, this thing's gonna be massive. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put it. All right, so there's that. Took me long enough, and I was putting it in the wrong holes. So that's what it looks like currently. And yeah, when I get the battery in, you'll be able to, the springs are to be able to push these stones in. But yeah, so now the next part is these 2 things go in the holes where the magnets are. And now I need 4 more screws. What do I do with the screws? Oh, I put them on top of this. Oh shit, this there, I got too much crap going on over here. I can imagine it's going to be a lot of this at first, but we'll see. So that made that one easier because the plastic is covering the magnet. That one's already pretty much ready to screw in because I already like prepped it. Like I said, the hardest part, this part's easy. It's the next part was the hardest part that I remember dealing with in the first 2 stages, was putting the batteries in. Because it has a tendency to, and you'll probably see on stream when I go to do it, it has a tendency to, they have a tendency to pop out. And it's been so long since I did it I had a way to get it in there pretty quick the second time I did it, because you could probably see, well, I've actually only done it once. For some reason I thought I had done it twice, but maybe not. But yeah, so they're AG3 LR41 batteries. Which I only have 3 of them. So I guess at this point I only got 3 stones that I'm going to be hooking up battery wise. Damn, dude. Haven't. But yeah, so these 3 batteries go in stacked up, and I want to say this way, but the spring for it is on top. That was the hardest part of it. It's like positive is on top and negatives on the bottom, it says, which I think positive is the top of these batteries, I think. But yeah, so you have to get them in these holes, and because of the spring, I'm trying to remember what I did when I did this before. I want to say, because the spring I had to push it back. I think I might have used this screwdriver. I can't remember. But they go, oh, you just do this. But the spring in there causes it to be, the spring's almost as big as the battery compartment is. So it does not make it very easy to do that. And because it's been so long, I don't really remember what I did the last time. I want to say that I used a flathead screwdriver in there and pushed them back, but I honestly don't remember. I know that was what I had to do. Like, I have to push. Like, you can get 1 in there very easily. And 2 is actually fairly easy because of where the spring is. But 3 is not. So I'll spend a moment on this part alone. Needs to go this way anyway. So I put it in here. And then the third one, you'll see, when I push this down and push it in, it has a propensity. Let's see if I have it in the right way. I do. Sweet. Actually, that went in. If I can get this, this is where I have the difficulty. When I pop this, when I get my finger off, oh damn, did I actually get it in there the first time? That's going to be crazy if I actually was able to do that. Because that is literally the hardest part about this, is getting those batteries in there and to get them to stay. So if I was able to do that the very first time, that'll be awesome. And it seems like I did, because I got the, because every time I remember the last time, every time I would put the cover on, they would snap up. They would go, ping. So yeah, so now, because the batteries are in there, I should be able to push and turn on the stone and turn it off very easily. So, question joined. I'm not sure what that emoji is. It looks like a block to me. I can't really tell. But welcome. Let's see. Now that that's done, Now I take A11 and let's see, looks like, and then A12 goes this way on it. Do I have it the right way though? Is it this? I think it's, yeah, it's this piece up here. It aligns with the 3 screw holes up here, and then I put 3 more screws in that part. Oop. Well, I'm gonna need most of them anyways, but I only need 3 right now. Oh, I gotta put the Phillips back on here. I didn't even need the flathead. That's funny. And like I said, this is just to start it, because the ones that they give you are not magnetic tipped, which I think it's funny that they don't, because most builders, World of Wayne being one of them, he uses magnetic tip for this purpose, because it really is hard to actually guide these little screws, at least in my experience anyways. And I've done quite a bit of these builds already, so you can probably see behind me. There's an X-wing to my left, right over here, that I've deconstructed because I had to fix wiring on it. Parts of the Titanic that I did on Saturday are right here. The Ecto one's over here. Then you can probably see me right here is the DeLorean. Behind me is the Knight Rider build, and behind the camera right here is Star Trek. So alright. Just want to make sure I didn't need to respond to something. We'll screw these in. Then the next step is to put the Mind Stone in this piece and then screw it in, which is actually the metal part of it anyway. It's funny because the other stone you could pull out. This one, it doesn't seem like you'll be able to do that based on what we're doing here. A lot of screws on this part. Jeez. I'll be glad when I'm done with all the springs, but I mean, I know there's 2 springs, which is very interesting that they did that. You'll see there's 2 springs that came with the Mind Stone, which is the next issue, it looks like, the issue number 4. So this, it looks like, goes this way. And there's only one way it can go in because it guides right into the screws. And then there's 5 screws for this one. I'll set it this way for now. Why do I have 2 other screws down here? Well, I'll use them. That reminds me, I didn't grab my cutting mat to protect my table. Let's see. I'll put one down here first. And I'll put one at the top. Because you can hear it. Because this is metal, it's just going to gouge the table if I get to work. What are you talking about, Josh? You get to work, man. You can at least get to see this one while I'm building it. So if, I don't know if, oh, you're at work? Yeah, see, this is the part I've already built. See how big this thing is? It's almost as big as my head, and that's just the hand. That's not even his fingers or anything, or the bottom part of the glove. This thing's going to be just ginormous. I was looking through the pieces earlier because I was putting them in order in the box over there. And it's just incredibly, it's going to just be, and it's going to weigh a lot. Yeah, it is. It's going to be, it's going to be enormous. I'm looking forward to it though. They're not even, I don't even think they're making them anymore. Like, nobody else can buy them. Yeah, the light keeps coming on. These screws that they give you aren't very good either. I'm like just tearing the shit out of them. I think it's because they're going into metal too, but oh. Let's see, there we go. Alright, there's that finished piece. Let's see how much more there's left of this. Can't imagine there's too much more. There's only 3 screws, and they gave me spares, so I can't imagine there's, yeah, so there's nothing. That's the end of this stage, so that's what we did, was the time stone. So like I showed you guys before, you can activate it just by pressing it, and by pressing it you turn it off. Just like the, I think it's the power stone, I want to say, but you can do the same thing for this one. And then the next stage, I'll put this off to the side. The next stage I believe is the Mind Stone, which is the yellow one that I showed you already. Well, I guess we're going to finish putting that one on. I'm going to put these to the side. There'll be spares. I'll probably never need them, but I'll leave them here for now. So, yeah, the Mind Stone. So again, more comic book kind of related stuff in this magazine where they talk about the new Marvel, which is Captain Marvel. And then here we go with the Mind Stone. And this is the last one that actually had the box. So what I was talking about before, the rest of them are in these little bags. So which I liked the way this packaging was versus the bags. A lot more screws again. So again, A04, this is their naming convention. You got A06 and A05. And again, these are all metal. You can probably hear them hitting the, that's why I said this thing's going to be heavy. A09, then A07 and A08, if I can get them out of here. And then a purple cloth, which it's a microfiber cloth, so I'm imagining it's for maybe cleaning it, or you know, wipe, since it is metal, I'm assuming that's why they give that to you. But, and then there's 16 screws again, plus 2 spares. So yeah, I'm going to be screwing a lot of things in again on this stage. But it's going to probably be detail actually on this at this point. Yep, so first step is A07 and A08 go on this. Actually, all the pieces, all these little decorative pieces are going to go on here. So it looks like they're going to fit in the bottom right here. Is it the bottom one? Yeah. This one right here. And then right there is that one. I'll do one at a time, but A08 is going to fit on this side. 6 screws on each side, or 3 screws on each side, excuse me. I'll set that there. Okay, I just opened this entire thing, but they're not wanting to come out. There we go. So I'll do these 3 at a time. A lot of detail on this particular stage of detailing up the actual handpiece. So it's going to be this one down here. Whoa. Okay. Really? Yeah, see, I need to find, I'm going to scratch this table up. I really need to, I think I might have put it on top of this. Where did I put it? Huh. Surprised it's not on the table, honestly. That'd be the middle one. It looks like there's not even a screw in it though. No, there was one though, because it's literally screwing in. I don't think there's a screw right there. I'll look on this one because I get to do the same thing. I can see through that one. So let's see if when I put this one on, it's literally the same thing. Just on this side. So let's see if I can see through it. Nope, there was a piece there. Okay. Okay, 3 more screws. Then I'll make sure I tighten them all in. With my other screwdriver. I'm getting a good chunk of them on this one. Gosh. I really, oh, it's over here. Okay, I see it now. I don't know why I put it over there, but I obviously did. Now this will at least protect my table a little bit. Okay, so that's those 2. So now you can see what we did here. These 2 decorative plates right there were added. Now we'll be adding A09 up here. There'll be 2 screws up there. Alright, there's that one. And then A05 and A06, which looks like this. Do one at a time. 2 more screws on this side and then 2 more on the other side. So I'll just get them ready. I'll do these 2 first. Then I'll show you guys what it looks like after that. Not much detail, not a crazy amount anyways. Actually, that one went all the way in without me having to, so I don't have to tighten it with the other one. And the other one's on the other side in the opposite location. And the last part will be dealing with the Mind Stone piece, which I guess, did I just set, I wonder if I just set this in here. Maybe I did, just to, yeah, I think I did actually. Yeah. So I'll be dealing with this coming up, so I'm prepping for that. This piece will go around the piece I just pulled out with the Mind Stone on the outside, or the inside of it anyway. And then it'll sit in there. That's why I said that piece is interesting to me, the one on the thumb, because it doesn't come out the same way. So yeah, so dang, I hit the magnet with the screws in it. So yeah, so like that's the decorative part so far. So we added these 2 right here just now, and that piece right here. Then the next part, I'll set this off to the side for a second because we'll be working with this, which I have the 2 springs, but I hope I didn't knock one of them off because I only see one of them right now. Oh, there it is. So we have the Mind Stone, this piece, and then the 2 springs, which the springs, is it 3 springs? No, just 2. They're just in a, they're right here and right here are the spring locations. Then this will only fit, should only fit a certain way. There'll be a groove on the metal piece where sits, and then this will go this way, because there's only there's a notch in the top that fits the notch on the gauntlet itself. And it should only fit one way, so then there's 4 screws for this part. It's popping up because of the stone. I laid it on the ground, so it only fits one way like that. Okay, didn't expect that to turn on. Anyway, dang, every time I set it down, okay. Gosh darn it. Every time I move it. Oh. Okay, there's one screw. That one's very sensitive, it seems like. Oh, thanks for the follow, Kenny Kendrick. Sorry, I've been kind of focused on my build, but I appreciate the follow. I'm also streaming on Twitch and the Tube. So anybody that wants to subscribe on Twitch, I'd love to have you guys there. So yeah, so that's it for that. It won't turn off though. Come on. Is that off or on? Seems like it's constantly on. That's not good. Huh. Alright, I'll work on that. It only goes in one way. Right there. So I have to work on the springs. For some reason it's normally you turn it off. But anyway, that's what it looks like right now. I think that might be the end of this stage too. Yeah. It says activate it by pushing it. Like I'm doing that and it's not turning off. So that's, I'll have to work on that. I'm not going to do that now and waste the stream time. So I'll just look at it later. It's not like I can't take it off and look at it and figure out exactly why it's doing that. It might be stuck in that position or something. So let's see, I had 3 more screws. I'll just put them off to the side. Stage 5, it says, is the palm of the gauntlet. And again, more Adam Warlock versus the is it the Magus? I think it might be the Magus, I'm not sure. But more stuff about the saga of the gauntlet. So it's probably where the gauntlet actually appeared. But yeah, so if you guys probably can't see this, but it's the palm part of the gauntlet is what we've got in this stage. And the funny thing is, it says you could magnetize the screwdriver. Is there a magnet that came with it? That's interesting. Oh, all you need is a magnet. Well, no shit. I mean, so these might be a little bit different just because the pieces are a lot bigger. I wonder what I'm even doing with this. This will be interesting because it's just the piece. So, and there's no screws. So it literally, they just sent a piece. Well, that's going to be easy. But yeah, it's literally just the opposite part of the hand. It's not used in an assembly at this time. It'll begin in issue 6. So, alright, so I'll set that to the side, and that was an easy stage. Can't believe that's the first time I've run into a stage in any of my builds where there wasn't an assembly that had to be done at all in a stage. So, anyway. Alrighty, well, that was easy. Palm of the Gauntlet, stage 2. Looks like the next 3 are that way, so I'm talking about the soul gems in this magazine. But yeah, so issue 6, we'll be doing more stuff with this one because there's a part and 3 screws. So it's part A94. If I can get this piece off of here. Yeah, I've got no one on here. Yeah, they left. I appreciate it, Garrett. How you doing? So yeah, this is the palm A94, so it's another part of the palm. I'm assuming I'm going to be assembling it on the palm side, but we'll see. And then there's 3 screws with 2 spares, so I'll go ahead and get that prepped because I'll need most of them. And then so yeah, the piece from issue 5 looks like, okay, so I'll be adding this piece to it. It was weird, it didn't show it right, but this will go underneath here. Just got to figure out where. Normally there's guides, so it'll go in only one particular way. Yeah, we'll need 3 screws from the back. So let's see where I have to align it. It's interesting, there's 3 screw holes, but there's not 3 that align on the back of this. Unless it's these 3. That's probably what it is. Nope. Let's see. Is it further down then? Maybe it's further down. And I wish they would show me from the back end. Okay, the screws go in. Oh, it's in the front. Okay. How the hell? That can't be right. Looks like it is, though. It's this piece. This piece does not look like that piece. Okay. Trying to see what this... I still think it's got to go on the back end. It just looks weird on here. see. These are like aligned. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. It's just weird to put it on here. It's these 3 holes right here. This is going to be interesting because the way that it's like bent. Okay. I wonder if it'll align better when I put the screws in. Because right now, it's not. Not at all. This one right here. That's not even going in there. Okay, hold on a second. It's got to be that one though. It's the only ones that align. This is the pins. It is lined up though. Normally isn't this hard to put things in. That's why it's very strange to me that normally it's very easy to align things. And this one's not being very easy to align. There we go. I think that one, I think it might have went in better that time. Thought it did, but these screws are not. Okay, I'm told. Do they not screw in? Am I? Yeah, why is it not? These are all the way down almost. How am I not? Okay, I'm a little confused right now. Okay, that one went in. Didn't I grab 3 screws? Where did they go? What? Where did they go? Okay, that's strange. I grabbed 3 screws. Okay. Maybe I didn't grab 3 screws. Maybe I thought I did. Hey Rayman. Yep. I'm building the Infinity Gauntlet. I think I mentioned that on Sundays on the Lego stream. Oh, these are not one to... Oh, I didn't... Okay, that one didn't go in. Okay, no wonder. How did that one not go in? See, that's weird. Great, now I gotta unscrew this one because... Okay. You got a basic line. Is that in there now? No, it's not. Okay, that one. Let's see. There. Now they're in. did not want to go in for me for some reason. So make parts are heavy, make sure you screw them in, but do not over tighten. I've learned that over time not to do that. My brother get on? Oh no. Katie did. Someone we used to stream Warzone with a lot, or a little bit anyway. Yeah, this thing's gonna be massive, Raymond. God, I'm gonna blister up my hands. I know I am. Okay, so that's it for this one. God, all these stages are simple. So here's the palm of the gauntlet. So this is just the palm of the hand. It's like bigger than my hand, and the palm is just almost the size of my face. I'm gonna put that to the side for now. I know the next stage is another part of the gauntlet of the palm though, so then I'm gonna have to reach into the box or my bin over here, because I only pulled out 3 through 7, and right now I'm at an hour. This one's about Thanos being the ultimate enemy, obviously. But yeah, this is the third part of the palm of the gauntlet. So there's 2 pieces in here. I'm gonna have to figure out that the battery's gonna die in that thing quick if I don't. I have a stack of freaking bags over here. Be nice if I can get a good chunk together while if I could get this stupid thing open. So this is A95 and A96. Then there's 4 screws. There's 2 screws and 2 spares, so basically 4 screws. Not much screwing into the assembly in this stage. So yeah, it's the palm again. And it looks like A96 will go into here. And all these are, they're only going to go in a certain way. So you got to basically lay it in, because it's angled up. Damn, this is going to be fun. Can't go this way. It's got to be this way, but for some reason it's giving me troubles. There we go. It only goes in one way, so it fits in, and then you screw in on the back end. Those are the 2 screws. We must not do anything with the other piece, or it just locks into place somehow. Can I open this? There we go. So 2 screws right here and here. There we go. That's it for step 1. And it says rotate the assembly, which I already did. And then, yeah, that's it. This will be used in the assembly of the next delivery. So this piece will sit for a second. That's it for that stage. All we did was this right here. We added this detail piece on the palm of the gauntlet. Okie dokie. And then this piece I'll sit to the side. That's it for that one. Man, I'm flying through these because there's not much to do in any of these right now. Alright, so stage 8. Now I gotta find bag 8, which I went through these, so it should be on top. Yep, it's right here. So this is the 4th stage of the palm of the gauntlet. So again, Spider-Man to the rescue in this one. Looks like Thing from Fantastic Four's in this magazine. They talk about various stages, but yeah, so there's 7 screws in this stage. So we'll be doing a little bit more. It'll be a little bit more involved, I guess, with there being 7 screws. But then you've got A97 and A98. More detail pieces to the gauntlet. And then, like I said, 7 screws to deal with. I've got plenty of extras if I frickin' lose any. There's about 10 screws over there. Dang, where did those go? They flew off. Alright. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started on this part. So A97 would take the palm again. Looks like A97 fits around this edge right here. And then 1 screw on the back end right here. Dang. The magnet is taking all the screws with it. And the 1 screw goes right here. Now that I've got started, I can get a little bit more leverage till it's tight. And then A98, it looks like goes up here this way. I believe anyways. That's the way it looks, and it slides probably into this little gap. Yep, there we go. Then 2 screws needed here. I'll start them and then finish them after I get them both started. Oh, shit. Didn't realize there's inactivity detected again. Good thing I just now saw that. What? I love how I could be moving around and talking and it'll detect inactivity. It makes no sense. There we go. That's those 2. Then the unmounted piece from A9, from the previous issue, from issue 7, which was this piece, which it goes right in here. Gotta figure out which let's see. It goes here, 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 and here. I just got to get it aligned. Metal does not move very well. There we go. And then 4 screws here. On this part. I'll get them started like I said before, and then I'll tighten them all up. And that's it for that. That's probably all the stuff for this stage. Yep. And now the palm is almost finished, because literally, well, it might even actually be finished because this is the thumb. So I'll set this over there. It says the palm area is now ready for further assembly. So we'll see if you guys can see the picture. That's what it shows, the palm, and then obviously the 4 fingers, and you still got the bottom of the gauntlet that we haven't even touched yet. So it'll be interesting. Now it's on to stage 9, I guess. With that, stage 9. I think I'm missing one of the stages though. When I was going through the numbers, it seemed like I didn't have one of them. There's stage 9. This is the back of the gauntlet, so I would assume this part. Gardner versus the Hulk is what it talks about in this particular magazine. But yeah, so the first one. The assembly concentrates on the back of the gauntlet, adding a piece which will cover the base of the thumb. This is part A34. Dang, this thing is going to weigh a ton. Because each one of these pieces isn't tiny. Like, I mean, and not light either. Like this piece, there's a lot of detail, but a ton of metal. The only parts that are plastic right now are the stones. So there's A34, then there's 3 screws with 2 spares. So you take this part and it aligns on this section here. That's where this part goes. So see, it shows this, just so I know how it aligns, and it goes basically right here, somewhere in this area here. Probably right there, because it lines up with, yeah, there's three screws, and then there's a hole that it aligns with right there. So here's those, and then I need 3 screws. This is probably all we're doing in this stage. Man, these stages are very fast. I mean, shoot, if you guys saw my Titanic one the other night, for one, there's a lot of gluing involved in that one. Like, there's screws also, but there's like a lot of little pieces that I had to super glue. Like a lot of little minute details. And like on the funnels, I had to super glue steam pipes and ladders and the like on it. So I had to do that twice, but during stream I did not have super glue, so I did it after the fact. So when I stream that build next, I'll be able to show you guys what I did after I got off stream. But there was quite a bit of super gluing I had to do on that one, in addition to the screwing of the hole. The hole's down on the bottom shelf behind me, and then the other detail pieces. You can kind of see one of the funnels right about there, right next to the engine. And when I start on that one again, alright, so that might be it for this. Yeah, that's it for this one. It shows, so, wait, it shows the thumb. Do I have to put the thumb on it? That's interesting, because it shows that part of the thumb that I already built. Oh, I even turned that one on. But yeah, it shows this part right here going right here, around here somewhere. Like it's on the edge right here at some point, but it doesn't show it. It just shows it in the picture. If you guys can see right here, it shows it on the picture right here, even though it's not in the instructions yet. But that was it for stage 9, was just that. It's funny it says the result, which the result is not that, unless I missed that somewhere. No. But yeah, so these positions, that's what the magnets are for. It holds these in place, so you can take them out when you're doing stuff with it. This one, the thumb didn't have that. You screwed this one in, which, anyhow. But, alright, that's stage 9. Now we'll go on to stage 10. I'm already on 7 stages tonight, which I don't remember how. I think I got through 9 during the Titanic one in 3 hours, and I'm at 1 hour and 20 minutes right now. We're still working on the back of the gauntlet. This is a tiny box, or tiny bag. Still, and it talks about the space stone, which I thought it was called the Tesseract. Oh, it houses the space stone, that's right. Talks about the space stone in this magazine. But yeah, the second part of the back of the gauntlet's in this bag. There's 4 screws in this bag, along with this piece. So this piece requires 4 screws in it. I just looked at the back. That's kind of crazy, considering how small it is. But yeah, so it's A35. It's this little piece right here. but it's going to go, oh, didn't mean to move the whole thing. Looks like I need to remove the Mind Stone to get this part in there for the time being, and then this piece, it says it's best to remove when working on the back, so I'll just remove both of them. Then you take this and it goes in this little slot right there, and then the 4 screws go along the back end. These are all the same screws. I could probably just use the 4 I have left over sitting here. They go right here. I'll start it, then finish it when I get the rest of them in. My son is still making noise out there. He's about to get off games. I told him already once. But yeah, that was the only part in this stage, so this is going to be pretty quick too. Dang. Once I completely screw these in, that'll be it for this stage. I only started them, so it's not like I got a little bit more to do on them. Gosh dang. The only thing I don't like about this screwdriver is it's so small I can't really get grips on it. That's why I like the other one, but it's too big for these screws tonight. Gosh dang, man. I can tell that one's not even barely in. Well, I guess it's in there further than I thought. Okay, that's it. That's it. I think I already did this one. Yep. Alright, that's it. Alright, so the detail was right here, this little piece that goes right there. So there's more decoration. I took the stones out for now. I'm not worried about them being in there for the time being while I'm doing all this stuff, but that's the result of this stage. That's stage 10. Stage 11. I may have to stand up at some point, Dex. Now we'll be working on the thumb. And this magazine talks about the death of Captain Marvel, which happened, I guess, in Volume 1, number 34. He faced Nitro, a villain with the ability to explode his body and cause a powerful shockwave. So here's the thumb pieces. This might actually be another plastic piece. This might be one of like 4 plastic pieces that we've had in the build so far. That's crazy. I'm still kind of surprised. Most of them, they're called die-cast models, but a lot of them aren't plastic. I mean metal for the most part. So far this one has been, for the most part. The battery compartments haven't been. That's pretty much, and the stones. That's pretty much it though. So we got A67 right here. Then we got C60 and C61, which C60 is the one with the hole in it. In the middle. And then we got 3 or 2 different type of screws this time, which is probably because we're going into this plastic compartment. So I'll leave those there. But yeah, it looks like I take this, and then one screw goes in that hole that I was referring to. I'm not going to over tighten. Plastic will really get tore up if you don't. Yeah, the screws for the plastic parts are silver plated and are longer than those for the metal parts. So that's, at least there's a designation with that. Is that it? That was all I had to do? Okay. That was it for stage 11. I just had to screw those 2 parts together. I guess though, and this part will be used in a later issue, it says. Looks like this is actually the end of the thumb. This is what this part actually is. This is the very end of the thumb. Which that'll be interesting to see what this actually does. The fact that it's plastic makes me think there's going to be something on the end of the thumb. We'll see, I guess, when we get there. But it says A67 will be used in the next issue. Store it carefully. Well, since I'm working on the next issue, I don't really need to do that. So, with that, we'll move on to stage 12. What is this? Oh, that was I don't really need that. I'll set that over there. This is continuing the thumb. It's the second stage of the thumb. So this one talks about getting all the gems. The Infinity Gems are associated with Adam Warlock and Thanos, who are constantly searching for them or have them in their custody. But far from the shadow of the Mad Titan and the golden-skinned Messiah, the gems have sometimes been used by others. And it shows Silver Surfer and Mantis on this one. And talking about their plan to take down Galactus. Anyway. So yeah. So in this one, there's more parts at least in this one than there have been lately. So we've got, let's see, A68, which obviously we'll go over. So I guess maybe not. So I was thinking that would go, but that looks like the plastic piece goes over, or this goes over the plastic piece. Then we've got C62, which is another plastic piece. And these are plastic too, that's like a connector. It's D04 and D20. And then there's one screw, which they're metal screws, so there's 2 spares, but so we'll see what we do here. Still not a lot of stuff. Okay, so with C62, take D20, which is this piece. It goes, says there's a beveled hole. It goes in this little gap right here. See if I can get it in there. Yep, right there. Then it allows a screw to be put in there. Then D04 goes into A68 inside the thumb tip. Wait, how is that gonna work? Oh, so this. Okay, so it shows it like this. And then this part goes down in there. Huh. And that's the screw that we use in this one? Huh. Okay, that's interesting. That's the one screw that is used, is that one. Okay. I didn't even need to open that. Inactivity again. Stupid thing. People are coming in. I'm talking. Anyhow. How's everybody doing that's coming in? Goes right down in there. Not going to over tighten because it's plastic. But then position the thumb tip over the internal assembly from 11 so it shows the curve on this part and it goes over that. And it snapped in. So this is what the thumb looks like now. So I guess it's a way to maybe articulate the thumb. Maybe that's why it's set up this way. And we'll see, I guess, as we get further. But that might be it for. Yep, that's it for. It doesn't. That's interesting because it doesn't show this piece is going anywhere. But it doesn't say it'll be used later, which is kind of interesting. But obviously it will, because that's it for this stage. Oops. I have a lot of, but that's it. Alright, that's it for stage 12. Now on to stage 13. We're going to keep plugging along. Okay, now I got to see where 13 is. That's 14. Okay, 15. Is this 13 right here, maybe? Yep, okay. And this is 14. Alright. So we're still working on the thumb. So in this one, Galactus versus the In-Betweener. Before becoming the Infinity Gems, the Soul Gems appeared one last time as such in Silver Surfer, in the midst of the great cosmic conflict between Galactus, the Primordials, the Fantastic Four, the In-Betweener, and Death. This is the In-Betweener right here. You guys probably can't see it. Well, you probably can see it on the bottom camera. And then continue with the saga of the Gauntlet. But yeah, there's pretty much 4 more pieces in this one and washers in this stage. And it looks like I'll be dealing with plastic because there's more plastic screws in this one. And I've got a pile of stuff over here. Oh, there's a washer. There's the 2 washers. I can get everything out of here. So I got A69, D19, 2 washers, C63, and 2 screws. 2. It's just crazy to me how, I'm going to have a lot of this built. So I'll need the final assembly from issue 12, the last one, which was this one. And then A67 that was supplied with issue 11. So it has it like this, and then like this it looks like. This is how it looks, at least. Then it has a washer going in here. And then C62 with that part affixed. And it looks like it's going this way into, let's see. Yeah, like this. Do this hole, and then like that, where there's a little hole here that fits in, it goes through, and there's a screw hole on this side. Then you fit D19, which I think was this piece. Let's see. Trying to see where it fits. Is that it right down there? Looks like it. Yeah, because it can only go, it looks like it would only go one way in there. Trying to see if I've got it there. It looks like it based on the picture. Yeah, and then I gotta use a screw from this plastic bag right here. And screw this one in. Then another washer goes on this side. And then C63 goes on this way. And then it looks like another screw goes in there. So that's what it's currently looking like, the thumb. Look how big the thumb is. I mean, Jesus. I mean, that's my thumb. For perspective, that's my thumb. And we don't do anything with this piece. So that's it for, and that's like top heavy, but there's that so far, the thumb through issue 13, and we use this part in a forthcoming assembly, so it's not even the next one according to this. And then the later part of the issue talks about Galactus. I really wanted that Hasbro figure that they came out with, the Galactus one. I keep hoping they go to re-release it or something, but go to issue 14. And I purposely put this one. That's more of the thumb. The return of Thanos. After his death at the hands of Adam Warlock, Thanos has been inactive for over 10 years. That was soon to change with the Mad Titan's ultimate rise to infinite power. Excuse me. Like I said, we're doing more of the thumb in this one. Nice part is it says storage of parts. Hey, Lengthy Crafty, I don't need some spam viewership. I'll get viewers as they want to come in and watch. Almost 2 hours now. So we got A70 right here. And then we got C64. So these are the only plastic. Well, we're not obviously not doing anything with this unless we're just. Yeah, will not be assembled yet. So, geez, this is gonna be. That's an easy one. So I'll just put these to the side. So I'll remember A70 and C64, I guess. And it talks about storage of parts. I don't really need to store them right now. So that, okay. That's the second time in this. It's like a waste of you might as well just combine stages or something. I'm trying to get this thing to shut off, but it won't for some reason. So 15 is more of the thumb, but it's 3 plastic pieces, so I'm probably not even going to have to do much with it. Alright. No, there's screws in there, so I'll have to do something with it. So search for Thanos. The day has come after 2 failed attempts on his path of universal conquest and destruction. Thanos now embarks on a new journey to cosmic ascension. His purpose is to collect the 6 Infinity Gems, taking them by force from their owners. So this sounds like the movies. This is where we're at in this part. So with that, I'll move this up there. We got 2 washers again. These washers are kind of funny. I don't know what the point of them really is. It's like they're thin plastic. Anyways, we got C65. We've got C67, which I think it's more like that way as the picture's showing. C66. And then we've got the 2 washers. Then we've got 1 metal screw with 2 spares, and then we've got 2 plastic ones with 2 spares. Alright, let's see where we're going now with this one. Alright, we're putting the C67 and the C65 together. So like this and like this. And then using the 2 plastic screws. Yeah, the assembly, like I was saying before, the assembly for this one seems very simple. I mean, I've done quite a bit tonight in a short amount of time, I would say, in my opinion. Normally I would film a video, and the video would be 10 minutes long for like 4 stages, and then an hour and 47 minutes I've done, what, 11, 12 stages? I mean, granted, there's been a couple stages where there was no work to be done. Like literally none. It's like, just hold on to these pieces, like the last one. Like I got these 2 pieces and Didn't have to do anything with them. But I mean, even then, like with this one, there's only one more screw left. That was step 1. Step 2 is retrieve A70, which was this one. And then the 2 washers need to slide into these little gaps here and on this side. And the assembly piece that I just did goes in this gap right here. Okay. Why did it's weird that the washers did that when I put the piece in there. They were fine until I put the piece down. And then C66 goes on top of here. Just like that. And those 2 metal screws. Dang it. Oh, this washer doesn't want to stay in there. Like I said, the washers seem kind of funny to me because they're not like really washers. They're like literally plastic, like thin pieces. It's kind of hard to convey that on stream, but they're not. There's that, and let's see, get that one in there. Get up there. Why would it? Just need to get this started. Says something about this piece having to have a degree of mobility. This is simple so that the thumb can be positioned later. Anyways, so that's that. That's probably all we have to do in this stage too. Yep. So it talks about A67 to A69 to A70 to C66 and C66 and 65 and 67. So at some point we're probably going to obviously assemble all those. It's probably coming up soon. Whoop. That was 15. Alright. Number 16 now. I gotta find it though. There we go. That was easy. More thumb. It's the 6th stage of the thumb at this point. A cosmic game of chess. Reports of Thanos' death have been exaggerated. With the hoax of his demise, the Titan has bought the time he needed to get his hands on the Infinity Gems behind the Silver Surfer's back. By the time the former Herald of Galactus discovers that his enemy is still alive, it's too late. I think this is Mephisto right here. Yep. It's funny, you would have thought, based on all of this, that Guardians of the Galaxy would have been more involved in this Thanos thing. I wasn't too, like, involved in the comics too much. But well, there's more washers in this one. Stage 16. So there's, and more plastic screws. So there's 2 of them with, or 3 of them with 2 spares. There's 4 washers. There's C69, C60, I think that's C68, and this is C70. Then I'll just dump out the washers. I've got a stack of stuff. I'm going to be cleaning up a lot after this. I'll move these down here. I mean, this is just the thumb. It's like, so C68, which was the one with the long, this one, goes into A70 through this hole. And it goes to where this screw hole is. There's a little notch. And it goes all the way through. And then C70, which is, it's labeled, which is nice, goes right here on top. And this has a notch that'll fit in this notch. There we go. And then one screw goes in this hole right here. There we go. And then C64, which this is C69. C64, I think, is this one. Yep. It shows it this way, and it need to put a washer over this post. And then it goes on the thumb. It shows it this way, so like this. Just like that. And then A69, which is from issue 13, which was this one, goes on the back end. So it fits the tab in D19, which is this little piece right here. So it's got to fit, got to rotate it so it fits in there. This will be interesting. it'll slot into the recess, which is that this side pin fits into the hole in C64, so I gotta get right there. I gotta get this middle piece into, this is gonna be fun. You can see, I gotta get, if you guys can see on the camera here, there's a little notch with a slot that I've gotta get this piece into by rotating it under it, and that's what I'm trying to do now. And then once I get that, it comes back up into this pin. This pin fits in there. So it doesn't seem like it's... Okay, what's the next part I want to see? Then it's another washer on that one. And it goes into this, I think. Yeah, this piece. Okay. And that's it right there. So then another washer up here. Yeah, up here. Oh, fell off. I'm going to turn this way. And then okay, Okay, it clicked in place. So then 2 more washers on the inside of that. Gotta figure out, I gotta get these pins from this metal piece in there. Oh, hey Traptone. I know, right? But it's all metal except for the plastic parts though. So like, it'll be hard for me to break this one. But yeah, this is just the thumb, dude. That's the thumb. That doesn't even look right on camera. I have to... Yeah. Well, so, yeah, you missed part of it, but hold on a second. Once I screw this in, I'll show you. So, this is the palm. And then this is the front of the hand. The stones are over there, 3 of them anyways. So yeah, this thing's not going to be tiny. I gotta get this up to where the pins are supposed to go into the side of this thing. I'm gonna have to, anyways, that's it for this stage though, so that's what it should look like. It looks just like it. I gotta figure out the pin part underneath here though. For some reason it's off slightly. But we'll see if it impacts anything later. Let's see, was that 16? Yeah. Stage 16, now it's 17. Well, still more of the thumb. Jeez. Well, I guess it is covered in metal. Let me see where 17 actually is in this bag. That's 30. $31. What the hell? Okay, now I'm gonna have to look. It must be underneath somewhere. Oh, there's 17. Okay. Thanos triumphant. All the paths traveled by Thanos, his death and return to life, the rises and falls, the disappointments and aspirations, culminated in his moment of greatest glory, the day half the universe died. So this is at that point of, not Endgame, but before that. the second to last Avengers movie. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on what the name of it was. I know Endgame was one, was it? So I've got 2 screws and then A71. So this will be where the time stone goes. I believe. Maybe not. I believe it will though. So this one snaps into place on this. So there's a little square piece that should snap right into that. Didn't snap, but it went. Said the upper part of the thumb must be bent for it to fit, which it did. So then I gotta take one screw and screw into that top piece right there. Right here. Man, that one's being a bitch. Maybe this will work better for these screws. Not really. I need to get that more in there. Maybe this one will. There we go. That one's better for this particular one. There we go. Yep. Says the extension on the side of A71 will fit into the groove on the back of the gauntlet. Must be this part right here. Not yet, but well, I guess I'll see when we get to that part, but that's, let's see what else I have to do in here. Well, that's it. Dang. All these steps are crazy quick. Easily the quickest thing I've went through on. So now I got 18. Still working on the thumb though. Oh wait, that wasn't even the, wait. Which one is this then? That's got to be that one. Oh, there must be another piece that's magnetized because I got, okay. So this is still the thumb. Ascension and infinite fall. Having reached the zenith of his power thanks to the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos now faces defeat. It will take the greatest alliance ever forged. Earth's heroes, cosmic entities, his enemies, and the new bearer of the gauntlet, Adam Warlock. And see, that's the difference between the movie and the comic. Adam Warlock really didn't do anything related to that in the movie. So, stage 18. I'm gonna have a lot of cleaning to do. There's a ton of stuff behind me right now. So yeah, I've got C71, 9 screws, that's a lot. A72, another metal piece, and then D03, which covers up the magnets. So see, I've got, that's really strange. I wonder what that's for. Because I would have thought, unless it's two different assemblies for the same thing to mount that one. We'll see. This one doesn't have a battery compartment in it. It's just it's just magnets. So that's what makes me think it's to attach that to this. I guess we'll find out in a second though. Okay. Will do. Alright. So now we take these and they go in the holes to cover the magnets. I'm still not sure. I guess it's to lower the magnetism. But I'm not sure why you do that. But 4 of the screws are just for this part. Oh. See, these are strong as hell. These magnets are strong. Yeah, I gotta eat trap first before I get on, but I don't know how much more of this I'm gonna do because I'm getting through a lot of it. It's like I don't want to finish half the model on one frickin' stream. I've got, let's see, I'm already to issue 18 and I think I have 61 issues, I think. So I'm halfway through it in one, not even 2 hours, or barely 2 hours. So yeah, that goes here. And then 4 more screws. I was hoping that I would be able to put more of it together. Maybe by the time I get to this, that it just won't be 3 big pieces. But yeah, I mean, at some point, I build the stand for this thing. I may have to find a spot for it based on how big this thing is. I don't know if it'll fit on a shelf behind me. Based on the size of it at this point, but I don't know. Because I still haven't even touched the bottom part. So like, this part, A72 goes over this. And then it's 1 screw. See, I don't know if it's actually over that hole or not. It's just constantly. That's it for that stage 2. Now it's more metal. Yeah, see, with all the plastic and metal, this thing's going to weigh a ton. So that's issue 18. Now on to 19. I'm coming to a spot where I think I'll have to stop because I think I'm missing a stage. I actually have 2 of 19, I think. They sent me 2 of the same one. I gotta find 19 in here. That's 32, 33, 19. Okay. It's gonna be the last part of the thumb, I'm thinking. At least at that part. The Trial of Warlock. Adam Warlock's accession to universal power aroused suspicion amongst the great forces of the cosmos who put him on trial. He was sentenced to split the Infinity Gems, and to ensure the judgment, the so-called Infinity Watch was born. If I read all this, I'd probably learn more of the lore associated with all this stuff. But so in this issue, we'll continue the thumb assembly by covering the last remaining knuckle, which is that one. So we've got D04 again, we've got A73, and then we've got 1 screw with a spare. So I'll just leave this in the box. I've got plenty of these over here. So basically this goes in this notch right there. That one went in way easier than the other one did. But I could actually access this one because it's right here. The other one was at the bottom of the thumb, the end of the, like the basic of the fingertip. You just screw this one in, and then let's see, I gotta make sure that I put this on right. It looks like the bigger gap's on the bottom, and it literally will snap into this. It'll snap onto that. So there's the last part of the thumb. And it looks like that. Let's see what else I have to do. Nothing. So it's almost complete, it says. Basically, I mean, we essentially will probably just attach it to the back of the gauntlet at some point. That was it for 19 though. Like I said, I'm flying through these things. I did not anticipate moving through them this fast. So the knuckle protector is the next stage, which is 20. That's 21. Where's 20 at? Be just the same guy. So to put it in perspective, I have this many magazines that I haven't touched yet. There's like 40 of them, but I gotta find 20 right now because there's 21, 22, 24. Do I not have 20? Maybe I don't have 20. Maybe they sent me 2 19s and they missed 20. I'll have to contact them on that. Okay, so they sent me the issue, but 20 maybe that's why I got 2 19s, and I'll have to contact Fanhome on that. So I'll skip 20 and go to 21 then. I don't know if it'll make that big of a difference. Hopefully it won't. Otherwise I may have to stop right now. Oops. I meant to pull out 21. It's the second one of the knuckle protectors, but I'm worried that I'll have to... No, it'll just be to the left of it. Okay, so A war between doubles. Adam Warlock achieved omnipotence thanks to the Infinity Gauntlet. Knowing that destiny had great threats in store for him, he was unaware that the most dangerous of them would be the rise of the worst enemy he could ever face, himself. So let's see. Now we're doing knuckle protectors on the actual, on this piece. So we've got A23, which looks like that. And then we've got 3 screws. Which again, I'm just going to set these to the side because I already have 3 of these. But this piece, it's going to be the pieces right here. And it's these 3 screws right here. Stage 20 that we skipped is just the 3 right here. So I'm pretty sure if when I have to come back to it, I may have to take this off to get to it. I don't know. But I may be able to just slide it behind it, hopefully. If not, I'll just have to take that piece off to get to it. Because it literally would go right here, here, and here. But I'll have to contact them and say, you didn't send me the right part for that. You sent me the right magazine. So I'll contact them tomorrow. Trying to think if there's anything else I have to contact them on, because I might as well tell them everything at the same time. But I think that's going to be it for this stage. It's just that. So that's what it looks like now. It's just a knuckle protector right here. Pretty sure because there was only 3 screws, and it was just those 3 screws that I just used. Yep, so. Well, we'll see. 21. I'll move on to 22. This is the wrist guard. Duel with the Magus. I don't even know if I said that right. Eternity is catatonic. Warlock and Thanos find themselves surrounded by Earth's heroes, and the evil doppelgangers created by the Magus are set to wipe out superhero resistance on Earth. Once again, all seems lost, but there is one hope. Looks like it's Adam Warlock again. Excuse me. So, in this bag, it's the wrist guard. So we're transitioning to the wrist, as it's the first part of the wrist guard that's added to the gauntlet assembly. So we've got A46 and 5 screws. So this is what the wrist guard looks like by itself. So then we'll need this piece again and position it on the back. It's going to go like this. Got to figure out where though. Seems like up here, because there's a gap. You guys can see it right here. There's a gap where all these screws are. There's this gap right here. So my guess it's going to go right in there. But I got to get it over the Yeah, this is going to be fun, because I can see where they need to go. Like right here is one of them. Right here is another. Right, and it's like I almost have to pull this to get it to. There we go. Got it. So the 5 screws. So I'm just gonna do this again. Got plenty of extras. I'm gonna leave the ones packaged. So there's one here, one here, one here, one here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th one? One's here. Just gonna go down the line of the picture. I know one's right here. And one's here. Oh, it's over here. The 5th one. Is right in that little gap right there. 4th one's here. Then the 5th one is in this gap right there. Damn, that one went in weird. Oh, it didn't go in, that's why. So there we go. Now I'll go tighten them all. That'll be it for this stage. Ow. Fuck. Last one. Just wait till you guys see me work on the Enterprise. There's a lot of screws on this one. On that one, every single window is a little plastic piece. And there's a particular way you have to put the dark ones in and the light ones in. It's mighty fun, let's put it that way. Alright, so I think that's it for, yep. So now we've got some of the wrist guard put in right here. More ornate detail. So that's 22. '23 is inner base of the fingers. Uh-oh. Okay, that one, I may have to stop here. Because I'm going to be missing a piece and I'm going to have to take parts away. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see what I'm working on next. The index finger, which one is that? Is that where I just put on the, yeah, right here? Because all these are going to go across all 4 fingers. I may have to stop here. I don't want to have to take anything apart. Let's see, because that one, I'm assuming the way it's building out, let's see, index finger, index finger, index finger, index. That's all 1 finger, all of these, but, well, maybe, the only problem is this is all 4. Like, I can literally work on 1 finger through the next. Yeah, shoot, that's only 1 finger. Maybe I can keep going then. Because I would only have to take it off that 1 finger at this point, it looks like. But I would probably just have to take it off, so I mean, it's not like it's, oops. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. See how the bag is like heat sealed between these 2 sections? I don't know why they do that. I guess to keep it from jostling around and shipping, probably. But this is the inner base of the fingers, which the fact that, let's see, the dream of Warlock. While the events of Infinity Gauntlet concluded with an omnipotent Warlock Infinity War, that's what it was called, Infinity War, with the showdown against the Magus ended with a comatose Warlock and the threat of the arrival of his evil doppelganger. So this is C43 and C44. Oh, well, I don't even attach these. I guess I should have looked. They're part of the internal structure that supports the fingers, but you don't do anything with them. So that's, I guess that's good. I guess it's good that I read the issue, so I'll just set those to the side. This was another one where we don't do anything with them, I guess. For now, anyways. Alright, stage 24. Fuck. Now I gotta find 24. Okay, here we go. It's the index finger. Universal purification. After the events of the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity War, there was a 3rd occasion when Warlock had to become the savior of the cosmos. The threat of the goddess, his own benign reflection, was going to put the entire universe in peril. See, these were people in Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's funny that they separated them that way. So the index finger is this bag. So we've got C04, A13, and A14 and A13, and then 1 screw with 2 spares. So I'll set that again over there. Bring 1 over here. A14, which is the bigger one. No, it is the smaller one. Wait. Yeah. A13 is this one. So it's this way. Then it has, okay, this is turned around, that's why. Okay, so there's a notch in here. There we go. And then the 1 screw goes in there. So obviously we don't do anything with the plastic piece again. because this is the only part we screw in, is this. This is the first joint of the index finger. So there's the first index finger, and then that's probably it. Yep, C04 will be used in the next issue, so we'll set these to the side for now. It's 24. Jeez. Went through almost half this bag already. Okay, now I gotta find 25. 25 might be another one I was missing. For some reason I don't remember seeing that one. I'm gonna have to look though, because I have 26 and 27. 28, 29, and 30. Let's see, and I don't have 25. So that's another one I gotta talk to them about, which means I can't do anything with that. Okie dokie. Let's see, what can I do with 26? Let's see. Can I do anything with it, or does it require me to do... Yeah, but it requires me to do stuff with 25. So that might be where I'm stopping, guys. I think at this point. I need to contact them about issue 20 and 25 at this point. And I think that's where I'm at. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. I went 2 hours and 40 minutes, so that's good. I got all the way to stage basically 26. I started at 3, so I got through 20 some odd stages in one night. So that's pretty good. But let's see, today's Thursday. Tomorrow night, I think we're planning on playing Marvel Rivals, I think, tomorrow night. It'll either be that or... I'm not even sure. Maybe it'll be some Warzone, I don't know. But, anyways. Saturday, I'll be streaming Indiana Jones. And then Sunday, we'll be doing another Lego build. I'm not sure which one at this point. We've got a ton of them to do, so I mean, I'll just probably pick one and I'll start working on it. I was thinking about Voltron, but I also may start one of my Batman ones. And then Monday I'll hopefully get back to Sekiro and start playing that again. But tomorrow we'll also be releasing on YouTube our next music video reaction. We'll be reacting to Crystallized by Poppy. So that'll be the next video we release on the channel, on YouTube. But for all of us here at the Heart of Geek, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.